Hey everyone, it's Brady from Brady Reads. Today we're going to be discussing The Savior's Champion. I absolutely loved this book. Jenna Moreci is the author of this and she's self-published. This book came out in 2018 and it's the first of Jenna's books that I've read, but it's not the first book that she's published. It has a sequel coming out to it. I was hoping this year in 2019, but according to Jenna, it'll probably be out in 2020. So a little bit longer wait time on that one than I was hoping for, but this book was absolutely phenomenal, and let's just dive in. The author, Jenna Moreci, labels this as dark fantasy. Jenna did an incredible job with world building in this fantasy. There's so many elements and so much detail that she was able to get into this world. It's incredible. Not only does she develop her characters well, but the world itself, you feel like you were right there with those characters. The best way I know how to describe this world is Roman gladiators kind of feel to it. It's deserty, it's sand, it's a whole bunch of things, and then you spend a whole lot of time in a labyrinth underground. So it is so very detailed. There's magic and so many elements in here that it's just incredible. The title, The Savior's Champion, refers to the ruler of the land is called the Savior, and she's called the Savior because she is the one who puts life back into the realm. So the title, The Savior's Champion, refers to the Savior who is the ruler of the land, and she is the one who makes the land prosperous with her magic. She makes sure that the land stays fertile and productive and that the people are happy and healthy. But there are some undercurrents with some very horrible people trying to undermine her rule and negate her powers. The champion would be the person who wins the tournament, which would be the Sovereign's Tournament, which is what men enter on her 21st birthday to fight for her hand, but they have to pass a selection process and then be selected to participate. But keep in mind, these 21 competitors have never met the Savior. They know nothing about her, nor have the people in the realm ever seen her. She was born under extreme circumstances and no one has seen her since her birth. Her mother passed away at her birth and she's not been seen. They've hidden her away from the whole realm for these 21 years, so no one knows what she looks like. This story follows Tobias and Layla through their trials and tribulations of the Sovereign's Tournament. Layla is a healer who helps take care of all of the participants who haven't died yet, and Tobias is one of those participants. If you're looking for something with a lot of action and adventure and oh my gosh suspense, this book is definitely it. There were times when I had to put this down and walk away just to bring my blood pressure back down and my heart rate back in check. There were moments where I was like, oh my gosh, it is not going to end well. Magically everybody comes through, but it's the getting there that was the hard part. Tobias has ulterior motives for entering the Sovereign's Tournament. Most men who enter want to be wed to the Savior if they win. Tobias, however, doesn't care if he wins or if he marries the Savior. He's doing this for his family. Families of participants in the Sovereign's Tournament are paid handsomely while their family member is in the tournament, and then if their family member dies, they get a certain sum of money depending on how far the competitor makes it in the tournament. So his sister has been injured in an accident and is now paralyzed and can not help out the family like she used to could. So now he's entering the tournament to help supplement the income for the family. And there's 20 men fighting in the Sovereign's Tournament for the Savior's Hand in marriage, and Tobias has to face off against 19 other men. Layla has lived in the palace her whole life. She is friends with the Savior, and in her ladies in waiting, I don't think it's really called that in the book, but it's something along those lines, in her court, in her a member of her court, yeah, her ladies in waiting, I guess. She's also a healer who likes to take care of anyone who's sick or injured within the castle, but she's not ever been allowed to leave the palace. Jenna's world building, as I said earlier, is phenomenal in this story, and the best way I know how to describe it is a cross between Hunger Games and Roman Gladiators. I know I've already mentioned the Roman Gladiators part, but that's like a huge key in this story, and you really want to be expecting that because it's a major part. But the Hunger Games part of it is where they come in and fighting for their lives in a tournament. So that's the best way I know how to describe it, is a cross between those two. But it's fantastic. The magical elements in this, no one else in the kingdom wields magic except the Savior. As I said, there are political undertones from factions trying to undermine the Savior's authority and reign. The competitors in the Sovereign's Tournament get caught up in the middle of these undertones. There are really some very harrowing obstacles that these competitors have to contend with and survive just to make it further into the tournament, and each round someone doesn't come back, which is by design. If you've read this book, please let me know what you've thought about it. Like I said, I absolutely loved it and can't wait for the second one to come out. Super excited about it. It's also going to be a trilogy, so there will be a third one coming out. Not sure again when. Hopefully the second one will be out in 2020. Be sure to like our video, give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below and let us know what you thought. If this is your first time watching, be sure to hit subscribe and the bell below. If you haven't checked out our other videos, be sure to go back and do that too. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.